Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the mid-July 2023 reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Welcome, fellow Geminis. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages they receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump in here, Gemini. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a general look at what's coming for the remainder of July. We're also going to do a money column, a love column, and in the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We'll also do 3 yes or no questions, take a look at your crystal of the month, and do a healing note. But again, Gemini, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. Let's pull a quick summary affirmation card there. We have the card, I am a warrior. I kind of have a love-hate relationship with this card. I think there's we can be proud that we fought through something and that we overcame something, but I also just wish things were easier. So I think you might have had a challenging last few weeks, Gemini. You did persevere, you did overcome, but again, things were just a little more challenging than we would have liked them to be. But let's take a look and see what other messages we have here for you. So first up, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a card of being very honest, being very self-sufficient. You have put in the hard work, Gemini. I also am hearing that you did communicate, but whether it was heard or acknowledged or the response that we wanted was received, that I'm not so sure about. But again, you have put in the work for sure. The next card that we have is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of working hard. It is kind of mastering what you're doing though and being very skilled. I don't know that there's a lot of enjoyment around what you had to do, but there will be in the future, so I'm happy for that. Also with the Eight of Pentacles, in the future, this hard work does pay off, so even if you can't feel it or see it now, Gemini, it's coming. But again, you put in the hard work, no doubt. At the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. Anytime we have an ace card, it's a card of newness. With the Ace of Swords, this is it can be new conflict, which I feel like conflict maybe isn't the right word, but I feel like there are lots of challenges, lots of things to overcome. This can also be clarity, so finding out some information on something. Again, I don't know that it's what we wanted to hear though. It kind of added to the challenges. I'm going to keep it short and sweet there, Gemini. I feel like you've put in the work, to say the least, these last few weeks. So I'm sorry for that, but let's see what other messages we've got coming through here. The first card that we have is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, this is very creative, but it is kind of a go, go, go card. It's like Energizer Bunny. You've had to pull from kind of endless energy to get done what needed to get done. The next card that we have is the Seven of Cups. When I see the Seven of Cups, I know that it's busy. You take a look at this card and there is something different happening in each of these 7 cups, Gemini. It's just been a lot to juggle. It's been busy. There's been a lot of challenges, just a lot going on in general. This could be kind of non-committal energy too. Like I said, I feel like you maybe found out news and it wasn't quite what you were hoping for. But nonetheless, you've put in the work. At the bottom here, we have the Page of Swords. This is, again, finding out that information. Page of Swords is that kind of truth coming out. I just don't know that it was what you were hoping to hear. Conflict, again, is a strong word, but wasn't what we were hoping to hear. However, I think this is going to course correct, Gemini. So let's take a look now. Luckily, this is what's wrapping up and coming to a close. You can put it behind you and make sure you give yourself the credit because, again, you put in the work. But let's take a look at what's coming for the remainder of July. We have the card, I am worthy. This is probably my favorite one in this deck. You are so worthy. You are deserving. You have put in the work and you will reap the benefits of it. Don't ever doubt or forget your worthiness here, Gemini. But let's see what messages we have coming here. Let me move the cat really quick. He always likes to come visit in these videos. Okay, but let's see again what messages we have coming for the remainder of July. Okay, so first up we have the Seven of Cups. I think maybe we're just going to have a busy July. So continuing on that busy energy. Again, there's something different in each cup here. So I don't know that it's going to slow down a whole lot. However, hopefully it does get a little bit easier here, Gemini. Keep reading down. We have our Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, betrayal, dishonesty. It's almost like somebody wronged you. Again, I feel like the information that came out is not what you want it to be. And that's this card. That's the feeling that we have here. And at the bottom here we have the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is a card of desire for long-term security. I think the news that came out was maybe not what you wanted it to be or thought it should be in terms of where you want to go long-term. Let's clarify though, because again I keep just feeling that this is going to shift for you here. Of course it is, Gemini. Okay, looking at clarifiers, the first card that we have is the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of patience. This is a card of success, but delayed success. I do really think this is going to come around for you, Gemini. Again, there was something that you didn't want it to be. Yeah, the news that you found out just wasn't what you wanted it to be. Maybe this busyness isn't what you wanted it to be. The message here, though, is to be patient, to ride it out. This is going to work out in your favor. It's going to be successful in the way that you need it to be. But we have to ride a little bit longer. That was pretty obvious with the Seven of Cups as well. You kind of have to ride that busy, that crazy, just a little bit longer. The next card that we have is the Star card. The Star card is a card of going within for clarity. This is a card of renewal. So again, this is course correcting. So stay patient. Keep riding with this, Gemini. It gets better. But there's renewal. There's hope. There's more clarity to come. So there could be another round of information, which I think will course correct this, what we found out that we didn't want to find out. And at the bottom here, we have the Devil card. I know this is so easier said than done, but try not to give too much thought to it because things are still correcting. Again, this isn't where you want to be long term, so we aren't particularly happy sitting here, but it's like try not to give too much energy to it because there's still some shift, there's still some things working themselves out on the back end here, Gemini. So keep riding. That's my message for you. Let's take a look now at our next column, which is anything related to money. We have a quick money message. Be still, be present, be happy with or without money. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to money, job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have, whatever you associate with money. Up first, we have the Ace of Cups. Anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. With the case of Ace of Cups, this is new relationship. I think you're going to be getting a new boss, Gemini, if you haven't already, or maybe you're getting a new employee or coworker, but I think you're getting a new boss. So that could be interesting, but I think you're really going to like it. This is like a happy new relationship card. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is patience. Remember, we need to let this continue to iron itself out, continue to work itself out on the backside. But on the other side of it, there is this new job, this raise, this money news. I do see you getting a new boss. I see you getting a new job and new money coming in. So again, keep riding, Gemini, just a little bit longer. At the bottom here, we have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of persistence. You need to stay persistent, stay head down, hardworking while this continues to iron itself out, continues to work itself out. Let's take a look though at clarifiers. First up, we have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is a card. It's interesting because this is like coming as a gift. Again, I'm almost positive you're getting a new boss. Again, it could be a new coworker, it could be a new employee, but this new boss is like a gift to you. Something you did not expect, better than you could expect it to be. This person is a gift, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a card of giving or receiving. You're going to be on the receiving end of this. Again, there's some sort of new job, some sort of new title, some sort of new money coming in. So this is you receiving. And at the bottom here, we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is always favorable for you, Gemini. With the Judgment card, this is a card of moving into your life's purpose, doing something that feels fulfilling. And conveniently, this is more clarity. So it's like there's multiple waves of information coming in. This first one didn't sit well, but keep riding, let it ride out, Gemini. That's my advice, because I like these 4 cards specifically. Okay, now let's take a look at our next column, which is anything related to love. Starting out with a quick love message here. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. In this column, we're going to talk about anything related to love, family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. Up first, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is a card of leaving a legacy. There's something long-term happening here. This is a card of retirement. This is a card of inheritance. But when I see it in the love column, typically, Gemini, this is somebody near you. So this is like your spouse or your parents or family. So I think there's some retirement happening. There could be some inheritance or a lump sum of money that's happening. But it's happening within the family, if that makes sense. We're going to clarify that a little bit further. The next card that we have is the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is a card of victory, award, recognition, good news, success. You're in for some wins here. Whether you're in a relationship together, there seems like you're going to have some wins in the relationship coming soon. Or this is like the success of a new relationship as well. At the bottom here, we have the Two of Swords. It does appear that there is a decision that needs to be made, Gemini. I'll see if I can give you any more context on that. So 3 kind of separate messages. Again, there's something family happening here, some success in your relationship, and then a decision that we have hanging out here. But let's go ahead and take a look at our clarifiers. First up, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is a card. This is that new money. This is money news. Again, there does seem to be some sort of retirement, inheritance, lump sum of money, but it's in the family versus directly to you at this point, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Nine of Swords. I love this because you were like worried that something wasn't going to happen. Maybe you've just been really stressed. Maybe you haven't had a lot of time for each other. So it's like whatever this success is, you need this win, you need this enjoyment, you need this fun. You need this playfulness that we were talking about above. At the bottom here, we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so this is a pretty significant decision here. The Four of Pentacles, this is long-term desires. This is what you want long-term. So it does seem like you're going to have a big decision that will have a long-term impact coming up, Gemini. So just be thoughtful, but this is like future focus. So as you make this decision, think long-term. Okay, now let's take a look at our 5th and final column, which is a message from our future self or spirit guides. We have the card, I feel confident. I like the worthy, I like the confident. There's nothing that July can throw you that you can't handle, Gemini. So handle it confidently. But let's see what we've got going on here. The first card that we have is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is a card of good luck. This is a card of good fortune. This is a really turning point too. So a nice positive shift in energy. Again, we kind of had some lows. They seem to be correcting. They seem to be working themselves out. So ride out for the shift. Be confident that this change, this shift, this good luck, this good fortune is coming, Gemini. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is taking care of us. You need to be taking care of you. Do some healing. Support yourself. You're the trophy on this card. You can't lose, Gemini, and be confident that you can't lose. And at the bottom here, we have the Strength card. The Strength card is self-love, unconditional love, self-respect, courage, confidence. All these tie in so well. This is like taking care of you this month, so make sure that you are doing that, but then really be confident in this shift, this change that's coming. Let's take a look at our clarifiers. Our first clarifier here is the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation. It's a card of abundance. Again, we're shifting to good luck. We're shifting to good fortune. We're shifting to abundance. So I love that. Again, be confident that everything is working itself out on the back end. The next card that we have is the Hermit card. The Hermit card is what feels good in your heart, Gemini. You're going to have things that are feeling good at your core. Again, be confident that they're coming. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Treat yourself like that trophy. And at the bottom here, we have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, anytime we have an Ace card, it's a card of newness. There's more clarity coming. So trust that all the pieces are coming together on the back end. At this time, I'm going to give you the opportunity to ask 3 yes or no questions. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. If you don't have 3 questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. But question number 1, we have the 3 of diamonds. This is number 48 card. That's going to be a yes. Question number 2, we have the 7 of spades. This is number 25 card. That's going to be a no. And question number 3, we have the Ace of Spades. This is number 37 card. That's going to be a no. So yes, yes, no for you there, Gemini. If you watched your video earlier this month where we pulled a card from our Healing Stones deck, which is a crystal to keep with you through the month of July. You have Smoky Quartz, which is good for nerve strength, resilience, and helps with that stress. Remember, the pieces are coming together. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Gemini, your healing note says, to be beautiful means to be yourself. You don't need to be accepted by others. You only need to be accepted by yourself. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Gemini, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your July.